this is literally gonna be the craziest story time that you probably heard up on YouTube. And by this being my first time, I'm gonna need y'all to run this video up. Like, stop playing with me. Watch this video. I go to sleep and I wake up, and guess what I wake up to? Guess what I wake up to, y'all? I woke up to this dude.
Let's take a trip to Miami. Let's take a trip to Miami. Let's take a trip to Miami, Daddy. Let's take a trip Miami. Let's take a trip to Miami.
This is my third time recording this, but I'm trying to make this as best as I can for y'all, because at the end of the day, I need y'all to understand what I went through when I was in Florida. Like, I've had crazy stuff happen to me, but this Florida trip was the weirdest trip of my life. It was the weirdest stuff that ever happened to me in my life. And I don't know if it's because of that little Bermuda Triangle. And I don't even know if y'all know what the Bermuda Triangle is, but please do some research on it. And definitely, like, it could probably all make sense because Miami is at the end of the Bermuda Triangle. So that's probably why weird stuff happened in Miami. And that's my theory. Okay, you feel me? But I'm not here to talk about the Bermuda Triangle. I'm here to talk about the most craziest thing that happened to me in Miami. So, listen. I'm in Miami for a good month or so, you feel me? I get there up on the 5th, and then I meet this individual, and he was from Florida, and I'm like, okay, cool, I like him, I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm not here to get into a relationship. I'm not here for none of that. I'm here to literally explore Florida because I want to see which part works best for me when I move there. And so I'm seeing cities and cities every day. I'm not just in South Beach to just be, you know, living like every other tourist is on their little vacation. I had a one-way ticket, didn't know when I was coming back, because I'm like, no, I need to see Florida for what it really is. I'm not here to just be in South Beach. So what's up? Take me to any city. I'm down to see it. You feel me? I'm like really exploring every single city that I got the opportunity to see. So I've seen like 15 cities in Florida so far, I think, or more. I write it down, but I didn't count the other cities that I just seen. Anyways, we ain't here to talk about cities. I was, falling for an individual who is from Florida. Not gonna lie, and I'm not here to bash nobody up on their names. I'm not here to talk bad about nobody. I'm not here for none of that. I just literally want y'all to know what happened to me, because I'm like, damn, did this happen to anybody else and they just didn't speak on it or what? But this is literally going to be the craziest story time that you probably heard up on YouTube. And by this being my first time, I'm going to need y'all to run this video up. Like, stop playing with me. Watch this video. I'm trying to make it quick, but it's a story for a reason. You feel me? Anyways, I'm in Miami and I'm just like chilling for the first week. But then the second week, I'm like, all right, how can I make a living if I'm really going to be here? So I'm talking to people around and, they all telling me about a certain opportunity. And I'm just like, man, I don't know. But I'm not just going to trust nobody. And I'm like, you know what? Let me talk to the individual from Florida, because at the end of the day, we hanging out every day. So if anything, I trust him way more than I trust any of these randoms that's coming up to me with the same opportunity. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he tell me like, okay, babe, if you really down to do that, we got to go to West Palm to, get everything and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So I'm like, bet, let's go to West Palm. And people thought I was playing. So the first day, we tried to go to West Palm, but the bus had a whole detour or whatnot. And that detour turned into us missing the tri-rail. Now, the tri-rail is like a train that runs to different cities on the edge of Florida, I think. We had to get to West Palm Beach, and that's like 2-3 hours away from South Beach, if I'm not mistaken. We get there, boom. By the bus being up on a detour, we missed the tri-rail. So I'm like, it's cool. We could go tomorrow. So we, boom, go back to South Beach, and then we wake up, and then, boom. That's why I'm like, let's go to West Palm. Like, you think I'm playing? I'm not playing. I'm here. I'm trying to see if I could survive in Florida. So, boom. We got up on a bus that got us to the tri-rail real quick. Okay, so right now I am on I'm at the Miami airport, and I'm about to get up on the tri-rail or whatnot. And then that's when we got on the tri-rail. Now, me in like long rides, I be getting real tired of that. So I fall asleep on the tri-rail, and then I wake up in like Boca Raton or Raton, however you pronounce it. I wake up there, and that's like 3, 4, 5 more stops until we get to the last stop to get to West Palm. So I slept until the end of the ride. I'm cool with that. You know, I'm happy. I'm like, bet. It's here. It's really here. So boom, I get off the tri-rail at the end of the stop, and I'm starting to look around at everything, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely not for me. Like, it just wasn't given. You know, like, we was in the trenches. So I'm like, I don't belong here, and I'm trying to boom, get in and out. You feel me? Like, that's how I move. And at the end of the day, that's how Florida is. Florida moves so quick, y'all. I'm not lying. Like, if you ain't ready to live that fast life, don't go to Florida. Florida will eat you alive. I swear to God. And so anyways, boom, in my head I'm thinking we just gonna go to West Palm, and then boom, we coming right back to South Beach. This turned into a whole nother little, you know, not disaster, because the disaster really happened in the morning, but it turned into a whole nother little story. So I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. Eventually, I'm, you know, seeing West Palm, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm definitely not about to live here, but I'm happy I seen West Palm, so that's cool. Got another city checked off my list, and I was there. I tried a mango from a mango tree for the first time, and that was cool. You know, everything, it was sweet. It was nice. I seen a mango tree, and I'm like, wow, like, we don't got none of that in Minnesota. I did like some of the stuff, but I seen prostitutes. I seen everything, and I'm just like, yeah, can we just come here for the opportunity that I came here for, and let's get out? And so we finally meet up with the individual that we got to get the stuff from. And so that's when he introduced, this dude literally introduces me to his mom, his dad, his family, and everything, you know, like, because we both, I don't know if he liked me, but I liked him at the end of the day. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. We gonna probably keep this little friendship thing going, you know, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. In my head, that's what I had it at. If somebody introduces me to their mom, to their dad, that's what I'm feeling. And if I just don't introduce anybody to my mom or my dad, you feel me? Like, it take a while for somebody to talk to my mom or my dad. And so, anyways, I talked to his mom. She was cool. I had so much respect for her from, like, the first time we even spoke. Like, at first, I was afraid to talk. But then I was like, whatever, she's cool. Anyways, her mom, you know, she goes to sleep at her crib, and then he keeps showing me around, like, West Palm or whatnot, and I'm just looking like, okay, yeah, West Palm is West Palm. Anyways, it gets to the point to where I'm starting to see his true colors, and I'm just like, dang, honey, it was too good to be true anyways from the jump. So what's really up? So I'm still peeping stuff, and I'm finding out so much stuff about this individual, and I'm like, you couldn't tell me this back up in South Beach? Like, what? So then that's when I'm like, you know what? I'm not tripping. I did not come to Miami to find love at the end of the day. So do you? That's you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not here to judge nobody because, yeah, I don't judge people. My mom always told me don't judge a book by its cover. Anyways, I know it feel like I'm prolonging this story, but this story prolonged itself. Definitely. It's around like 2 now. 2 in the morning. And I'm just like, look, I'm so tired. Like, mind you, we get to West Palm around like 6. And the reason why we got stuck in West Palm was because we checked the times of the tri-rail, you know, when it was coming back. We got dropped off, and come to find out we missed that train. And so we're like stuck in West Palm, and I'm like, dang, like, this sucks. But his mom said we could sleep at her place, and I'm like, cool, you know, I'm not tripping. I'm tired, like, let me sleep after I get done touring the city. And once, you know, certain stuff about this individual kept popping up, he wasn't able to go to sleep. And I'm like, that's cool, do you? But I'm about to go to sleep. I'm tired. So I go to sleep, y'all. And here go the part. I go to sleep and I wake up, and guess what I wake up to? Guess what I wake up to, y'all? I woke up to this dude getting head from his girl, his ex-girl, or his baby mom, whatever she was. I woke up to him getting head from her. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dang. You know what? I was like, what? But in my head, you know, old me, I would have spazzed. Like, I would have, if I really cared about you so deeply, like, I would have really spazzed. But I'm not here in Florida to let nobody take me out my character. So I'm like, first thing I say, I'm like, is my clothes out the dryer? And he looked like, man, it's not even like that. I'm like, I don't care what y'all got going on. Y'all could have went downstairs, anything but next to me while I'm asleep. Like, what? So then that's when he like, I tried to wake you up, and then go ask her like, didn't I try to wake her up? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what? Y'all thought y'all was gonna do something to me or with me? That's not how it works. So then, boom, y'all. I kid y'all not. I go downstairs to her dryer and I get my clothes because the mom she laid some clothes out so I could take a shower, everything. So I had them clothes on. And I went to wash the clothes that I had on. You feel me? I'm just like not going to just put on the same clothes that I had on from the other day. You feel me? Because it was just a long, long day. Anyways, put the clothes right back on. This girl now, the baby mama, whoever she is, she's making smart comments and da-da-da-da, you know, trying to start something in my head. I'm like, honey, I'm not even worried about you. My only goal is to get back to South Beach now. Boom. I put my clothes on so quick. And I walk out, and I'm calling a Lyft. This dude's chasing after me now. And I'm like, do your shit. Like, do what you want to do. I'm not mad at you. Go, you know, if that's what you want, go do that. And y'all, this girl, I'm not here to hate. I'm not here on nothing. But her ponytail was like this big, bro. Like, her ponytail was like that big. I'm not lying. I promise you, matted hair. I'm like, this is really the hood. Like, both of them, they definitely gave me hood. Like, no. They gave me the ratchet, Bonnie and Clyde. So I'm, you know, in my head, I'm like, look, I understand what love is. I understand when you deeply in love with somebody, and it's just not gonna work. When you know, if you want to really try to step into somebody's relationship like that. When I was in South Beach, this dude ain't tell me nothing about this other individual. But I guess they've been moving for a good minute. You feel me? And I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. Boom. Coming to find out, I don't get into the lift because extra stuff started to go on. And he have her pull up, and he's like, get in the car. Boom, I get in the car with her, and she's in the car trying to make me mad and stuff. He tell her to take us to the tri-rail. But as we're getting to the tri-rail, literally, you know, they arguing. And in my head, I'm like, I don't got time for this. She's saying little bits and, you know, stuff to try to make me mad. I'm like, baby, I really don't care. Like, do you? That's who you want. Do you? I don't want him. He already showed me stuff about him last night. So I don't care. I don't want him. You know, I'm not mad. Go, you know, that's all you, boo. And I told her, I'm like, if anything, I'm not mad at you. And he looked like, well, what's that supposed to mean? It means what it means, honey. I'm not mad at none of y'all. That's y'all. Do you? Like I said, I came here for an opportunity. I got my opportunity. I'm ready to get back to South Beach and make money. You feel me? So, boom. The catch to it is her birthday's a day after mine. She's just, like, older than me. Like, by 10 years, probably. I don't know. She looked stressed out. I mean, that's what West Palm would do to you. And so, anyways, y'all thought me waking up to him getting hit from her was the story. No, that's not the story. We still got a whole lot of story to say. So, anyways, I, put my headphones in at this point. I'm in the car. I'm like, I don't got time to hear what she's trying to say because she's really trying to tick me off. And I already know how Pisces get. Like, we ticking bombs. So I'm like, let me just put my headphones in so I can block her out. But I guess he said something to make her really mad. And it was like, she was like, at the end of the day, you coming home with me? And he said, no, I'm going home with her. And he was talking about me. And in my head, I'm like, no, honey, you can stay here with her because I don't condone in all of that. So he definitely, ticked her off, like, from here to here. It went from her trying to make me mad to him making her mad. So she like, get out the car and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I'm out. Like, when a Pisces girl say get out the car, that means you get out the car. We ain't here to say, get out the car, da-da-da. No, get out the car right now. Like, out. Get out. So anyways, I asked the cousin in the back, because it was another individual in the back, and it was a cousin. And I'm like, excuse me, do you know where the tri-rail is from here? Because they arguing, they going back and forth, and I don't got time for none of this. I'm just about to get back to South Beach. I know once I'm on the tri-rail, I'm good. I'm great. I'm gravy. She's like, yeah, it's down that way. Boom. I get out the car. All of a sudden, I hear, I'm like, what just happened? Boom, I hear the door, slam, and he like, come this way. He's running. I'm like, what the? And in the car, she was making real comments like, it ain't hard to find a B with pink hair up in South Beach. So I'm like, let me just follow him, because this day city, I don't know where I'm at the end of the day. She got a car, she could get to me. The girl, she could hit me. So I'm like, man, I'm not with all that. So I followed him, and come to find out, he got hella stuff from her. So I'm like, damn, nigga. Now you just show me another thing about you. You're like shiesty. You're not shiesty, but you're shiesty. And in Florida, they call him green. Like, he a green dude. He a green nigga. He a green A nigga. I'm not trying to cuss up on here. So that's when I'm like, dang. For real, like, it definitely can't be nothing with me, Like, you stealing from people just because she said get out the car? What you mad about? Why would you expect a girl to be cool with another girl that you so-called messing with or like in the back of her car? And like, I don't know why what's going on in your head, honey? So anyways, he got hella shit off of her, and he got hella shit on him too, and I got hella shit on me. So eventually his mom calls me, and she's like, are y'all good? The police, the girl called the mom and told her that she called the police up on us and whoop-de-woo. And I'm just like, bruh, I'm just trying to get back to South Beach. So anyways, we chill at his friend hotel for a little bit, and we let time die down. You feel me? Boom. We have the friend take us to a different stop on the tri-rail, thinking everything was, sweet and gravy. Not even 2 stops into the tri-rail, I'm already, boom, trying to walk around to see some stuff. A lady stops me like, excuse me, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get off the train, and where's your friend with the white shirt? And I'm like, so I'm not saying nothing, I'm trying to walk off. I tried to get off the train because they already had it stopped. All the doors was locked except one door where they had the police waiting for us. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I'm like, I'm about to go to jail. Literally, y'all, the police gets me and dude off the train. We at Delray. I'm not even at South Beach yet. The police gets us off the train. Anyway, they get us off the train. They waiting. They got they're here waiting for us. His girlfriend, she called, she do extra. She tells me we rob somebody for their weed and et cetera, and they're like, I'm like, I'm not even from here. I'm just ready to get back to South Beach. It's crazy. They stopped me. I'm trying to walk to the other side of the train. They're like, hey, man, where's your friend with the... I'm like, what the fuck? This shit was... It's OVA, dude. They got that shit, that shit. Another person. And then these ladies, that's the lady that has stopped me. We got all this stuff on us. And I'm like, I'm mad because not only would, we would have got charged with extra stuff like trafficking, all that. And I'm like, that's not me. I'm in my head. I'm like, I just literally ruined my life. But anyways, she told this weak bunk description, and luckily it didn't match up. She said it was 3 people, and it was a girl with pink hair, and we robbed the old lady for her weed, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I'm just in my head, I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? So then that's when I guess they was like, yeah, it didn't fit with her description, and You know, luckily I had my Minnesota ID, you know, and I'm just like, I'm not from here, I say some extra stuff because at the end of the day, y'all not about to take me to jail. I'm gonna say whatever I gotta, you know, I'm gonna say whatever I gotta say. But anyways, we was like this close to going to jail because if they would have searched us, we would have been screwed. Anyways, boom, we get the tri-rail tickets and we wait for the other train. They tell us like, okay, y'all are good to go. And when I tell y'all, like, there's so much sheriff cars waiting around, like they was looking for us, and we finally get back to South Beach. And then I parted my ways with him because he thought stuff was still going to be sweet. He thought it was going to be how it was when, you know, we first started talking before I even knew anything about a West Palm. And I'm like, oh, baby, no, it don't work that way. So then, you know, he got mad, like real mad, because he started seeing that I was moving different. But I'm like, there's nothing in, you know, with it. I got my opportunity. I'm about to start making my money now. That's it. That's it. Like, that's literally it.
I'm finally in South Beach. Y'all don't understand how good it feels to be here. So much stuff happened to me over the past days, the night. Like, just today itself was so much. It's so much. But today is the day. A new start. And, yeah.
At the end of the day, y'all, that's the story. And it was one of the most craziest things of my life. So whatever y'all do, if y'all ever go to Florida, make sure y'all are there with a plan. Make sure y'all are there with an escape plan if you know, do get into a situation like that. But at the end of the day, try your best not to get into a situation like that. Don't be trying to trust nobody. Don't be trying to, you know, just don't mess with nobody, because at the end of the day, I always say this, it's you who got your back at the end of the day. Don't nobody got your back the way you got your back. But I hope y'all enjoyed this story time, and I'm definitely about to get ready and upload the other 2 little Miami vlog videos, because I have a whole series of my Miami vlogs. And make sure y'all check them out. Like this video if you actually mess with it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Hi, hello. And yeah, share this video because I feel like everybody need to hear this experience. You feel me? So boop, boop, we out. Bye, y'all. And I know, for real though, I wanted to just share this to people because I feel like people should know, like, this is real life. This stuff like this happens in life. Don't think everything is all nitty and gritty. Like, this is life. Welcome to life. So yeah. All right, y'all.
Let's take a trip to Miami. Let's take a trip to Miami. Let's take a trip to Miami, Daddy. Let's take a trip Miami. Let's take a trip to Miami.